Listen up. This is the curious case of George and the missing treasures. Once upon a time, in a cozy corner of a lively house, there lived a sprightly jumping spider named George. George was a curious spider with 8 legs and an insatiable curiosity. However, he had a peculiar habit. He loved taking things that didn't belong to him and stashing them away in secret places around the house. George's escapades began innocently enough when he snatched Max, the dog's chewy bone. Then, from Whiskers the cat, he took a shiny ball of yarn. From the hamster's cage, he grabbed a little wheel, and from the baby, a colorful pacifier. Mom lost her shiny hairpins, and Dad's shiny tools mysteriously disappeared as well. Even Grandma's knitting needles and Granddad's favorite spectacles found their way into George's secret hideout. Day after day, George's collection grew, hidden away in his web in various nooks and crannies of the house. But George didn't stop there. He eyed something much too large, the family's picnic basket. Determined to add to his collection, he dragged and pulled until suddenly he found himself ensnared in his own web, unable to move an inch. When the family discovered their missing belongings, confusion filled the air. Suspicion lingered until they stumbled upon George entangled in a web of their cherished possessions. "Oh, George!" exclaimed Mom, gently trying to free him. "It was George all along," Dad chuckled, carefully untangling the spider. George felt terribly guilty and ashamed. "I'm sorry," whispered George, hanging his head low. "I just wanted shiny things like all of you." With understanding smiles, the family forgave George. They helped him out of the tangled mess and sat together to talk. "Taking things that don't belong to us isn't right," Granddad explained kindly. "But we understand you were curious, George." "You're part of our family, George," Grandma said, patting his back. "We should share and care for each other's things." From that moment on, George learned an important lesson about sharing and respecting others' belongings. Instead of taking, he began to share his own special gifts, a sparkling web made of shimmering threads that dazzled in the sunlight. The family adored George's newfound talent. They hung his shimmering web in the living room, and every day they admired its beauty together. With hearts full of warmth and understanding, the family and George lived happily, now sharing not just belongings, but also a special bond built on kindness and respect. And George, the mischievous jumping spider, found joy in sharing his own unique treasures, spun with love and care.